Hey guys, I'm back with the second part of the video to actually show you what to do to fix the noBus. First part of the video I reviewed and I forgot two things you'll need. First thing is rubbing alcohol. Second thing is Q-tips. So again, my apologies for that. So first part of the video, I showed you how to take the top of your vent cover off. This bottom cover, your instrument panel cover, and your instrument cluster. And we put all them to the side here. So, let's show you what to do. If you recall, I told you I found some gunk in the connectors, and these are the connectors that had gunk in them. There was like mud and dirt, dog fur, all through these. So I'm guessing it was causing a bad connection. But what you do, get your little Q-tip, dip it in alcohol, rub off the excess, get the other side, dip it in, rub off the excess. Okay. So you're going to get right here on top first. Get your alcohol and Q-tip. Just rub through them little grooves. You don't want to press real hard because you don't want a lot of alcohol to go through them. Get on the sides so everything gets a good connection. Then rub vertically. I went horizontally, but most of the thing is just get it clean. Make sure you get the bottom part too. And as you see, even though I cleaned it the other day, still has gunk on it. And then come over here to the other side. Do the exact same thing. And this is a very easy fix. But if this doesn't work for you, you have another problem I haven't ran into yet. And usually has something to do with the wires going to these in particularly, or something to do with the back of your instrument cluster or inside. So now, since we got some alcohol on them, just very lightly come back across the top with a dry Q-tip to get any excess off. In the front, down below, and on the sides. Do this to the other side as well. Got the top, front, the bottom, and the sides. Okay. Alright, now that's the first part. Second part, you're going to get your instrument cluster here and look at the back of it, where these prongs are. You're going to make sure none of these prongs are bent or have gunk or dirt on them. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see, but probably go out of focus. Yep. Okay. So we kind of just do the same thing. Get some alcohol. Get a little on your Q-tip. And rub off the excess. And then come back and kind of rub horizontally and vertically on them. and that gets any gunk that may have been in there. And then get you a dry Q-tip and go back and get the excess. Alright. So also, feel behind to make sure all these wires are still connected pretty well up there, because I see I got some ones that aren't covered up here, and that's how they were originally, and you can cover them up if you want. Excuse me. And make sure these are still connected. Give them a little tug, and if they come out with just a very minor tug, you need to fix that. So mine look like they're on all right. So let's start putting her back together. So get your instrument panel, instrument cluster, and same thing, just real slow. You don't want to force it in there, because that's the way you bend your prongs. Sit there. All right, she's in. Now we get our screws that we left up here. Hopefully you did. And just start them all with by hand. And if, I think this is the only like the second or third video I've ever posted to YouTube. So I'm going to make sure that it's mobile friendly, just in case you're like sitting in your garage like I am and don't have a computer out here. You can use it on your phone, just so you can go step by step. But I think watching it once, hopefully you can understand it. Hopefully. And we got this one here. Okay. Now after we got the instrument cluster on, from here we can go ahead and start it up. It seems like the gauges have came back on. Well, let's start, see what happens. RPMs go up. Looks like we done good. So turn it back off. Grab your instrument cover. Set it on top. And before you start putting screws, make sure all the screws holes line up perfectly. Now remember, this one's the one that takes 5 screws. So there they are. There's one. Put 2 here. Now we'll go back up on top. And also, while you have your instrument panels or your instrument cluster off and your panel and all this, it's a good time to clean if you want your Jeep spotless and good looking. But I'm not too worried about that because mine gets muddy all the time and filthy. I make sure the major components are clean underneath and around the brakes and the drivetrain, all that. Engine block, all that's clean. Because even though these Jeeps will run forever if you take care of them, you get a lot of mud and gunk build up underneath, it's bad for them. Alright, got the top 3 on. Time to go for the bottom 2. And I do hope this video helps you all out, because this problem was aggravating me a lot. Alright, now this bottom panel here, this one here, you do not want to start at the bottom first, because it just won't go up any. So make sure your keys are out. What you want to do, if I can get it out now, there we go, is this. Get it behind the steering wheel, push up, push it through your lights, and they kind of lift up and it will lock back into place. Alright, there we go. Now also, this little rubber piece, it'll be pushed forward. Just turn your lights on and off a few times and it will go back into place. So, same thing, make sure the holes are lined up. Get the last 2 screws right here. Go ahead and start screwing them in.